Why is the Bitcoin price falling yesterday and this morning? Well, in this video, we are going to have an exact look at exactly why it's been falling, what is happening out there in the Bitcoin space today, and what exactly it is that you need to do to protect yourself and make some money. All right, guys, let's not waste any time. Thank you for being here with me on the channel. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Every day, in every way, we are growing in subscribers and community. So thank you to all of you. I appreciate every single last one of you guys. Today in the cryptocurrency market cap, we are currently sitting at a $1.217 trillion market cap. It means we fell about 23 billion yesterday. Trading volume is about 44 billion today. Bitcoin is still sitting above 29,000 at the moment, so it's very much under the 30,000 level. Ethereum is at 1850, BNB at 230. Oh, BNB took back fourth place, eh? Not by much, but you can see that. So 237.20, XRP at 68 cents. So XRP price has actually fallen very hard, about 10 cents over the past couple days. In fact, since yesterday. So that's very interesting. So yeah, Dogecoin at 7.7 cents. So Dogecoin pumped a little bit yesterday based on Elon Musk's changeover of Twitter. So Twitter is now no longer called Twitter. It is now called X. But anyways, but crypto Twitter has other ideas. So one pitch from Axie Infinity's co-founder said to keep Twitter, but have a crypto wallet named X for spending and creator tipping. So a lot of people, so Elon Musk said here, and soon we shall bid adieu to the Twitter brand and gradually all the birds. So very, very interesting. Crypto Twitter calls rebrand decision insane. Tiffany Fong says here, sorry, dude, I'm still calling it Twitter. Peter McCormack, I stand with you, Tiffany. So there's a lot of crypto people here that actually don't want the name to change, especially to X. X just sounds random, right? I mean, so X is basically going to become a western version of WeChat, which means you can pay your bills, your rental, your electricity. You can pay for things using the app, pretty much, which is amazing and definitely very, very, very beautiful. So let's not miss out on those opportunities to take some huge gains with crypto Twitter or X. Okay, guys, in the market cap, Cardano's at 30 cents, Solana's at 23.10, Polygon at 72 cents, Litecoin at 89.29, Dot at 5.19, Shiba at 7.79, Avalanche at 13.13, Chainlink at 7.42, and Stellar at 14 cents. All right, so pretty much interesting there. So from yesterday's greed at 55, we've now fallen down to 50. And this is what I mean. So yesterday should have been 50 because actually in the Bitcoin price, we fucking fell on our asses. If you guys remember to look at this. So we fell on, this is the daily, let alone the hourly. We fell, broke through the level here, the neckline. So for me, we could be coming down to this 28,000 level. That would probably be a good level. But we'll have a look at the chart properly in a little moment because the fear and greed index is pointing to us that there is some sort of shakeout that is happening out here in the market once again. So in the crypto bubbles today, XDC and Trust Wallet token, Tau and Maker are pumping. GMX is pumping a bit, but the rest of them are pretty much Casper's down again, Pepe's down again. Some of the other ones are down once again. You know, honestly, guys, I think the Twitter logo is actually so similar to the immutable logo. It's not the same, but it is very, very similar to the immutable logo, which is weird. Okay, maybe it might make IMX pump a little bit. Anyways, we don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Okay, so in the rest of the news for today, don't worry about this one. Binance and CEO Champagne Zhao intend to seek dismissal of the CFTC complaint. Binance, Champagne Zhao, and former compliance chief Samuel Lim intend to file two motions to dismiss a March lawsuit from the CFTC. And basically, the foreign Binance entities and Zhao intend to file a joint motion to dismiss the complaint. Lim intends to file a separate motion to dismiss the complaint and join parts of the motion filed by the foreign Binance entities and Zao. So here is the complaint. Okay, you can see here. Binance Holdings Limited, Binance Holdings, unopt motion to leave for leave to file exchange pages. So, guys, great that CZ is busy fighting that stuff back. Now, I want to go and show you one last article here. Congressman Warren Davidson calls to ban and criminalize CBDCs. Money should not be programmable by a central authority. Thank you, Congressman Warren Davidson, argues Republican Representative Warren Davidson. So there he wants to ban CBDCs. So here, Congress must swiftly ban, then criminalize any effort to design, build, develop, test, or establish a CBD. The Federal Reserve is building the financial equivalent of the Death Star. The central that's so funny. The central bank digital currency corrupts money into a tool of coercion and control, which is already happening in our system. So imagine what would happen if a CBDC had to come into place. You would literally lose all the ability to have control over your financial life and other very important fundamental Maslow hierarchical perspectives of your own life. So make sure that you do not vote and you do not use the CBDCs. Okay. If you don't use them, then they won't function. That's as simple as it is, guys. So don't support the evil in the system. Support Bitcoin, because that's what you want to do. So central bank the Congress must swiftly ban and then criminalize any effort to design, build, develop, test, or establish a CBDC. So that is absolutely amazing. So senior crypto architect, central bank digital currency, Federal Reserve, San Francisco. Here's the details. So it is trying to come alive, but that isn't happening. Okay. All right, guys, let's go and have a quick squeeze at the dollar chart, because the dollar chart has been pumping for the past few days. It has pumped right back above my neckline that it broke out of and closed below, which is normal. But I'm going to say to you right now that all of this volume here is last week's volume. So it hasn't engulfed these candles at all. So we're just making a bit of a retest. And as I said to you guys, I think it could retest there and then kind of follow its way back down. So we are coming to the oversold perspective on the RSI, overbought perspective on the RSI as well. Excuse me. So yeah, that could then bring us back down to then start to create a new lower high, because there is a lot of resistance where we're at right now on the dollar. All right. Bitcoin dominance right here is busy testing this level hardcore. Now, today we've had quite a bit of buying power back, buying volume, excuse me, back into the Bitcoin price. We are very way oversold. We have been oversold for some time now. You can see that we were oversold already since this candle right here. So we broke down. We did what we needed to do. We're testing the support level. Are we going to come down? I would love to know from my community. Do you think Bitcoin price and Bitcoin dominance are going to go down? Let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear what you guys think. So, total crypto market cap. Guess what, guys? It's now fallen out of the channel. It's closed the candle below the channel. The RSI is coming to a resetting point. Are we going to pull back a little bit more and perhaps try and find some sort of level? And I want to draw this, put a green line horizontal ray in here for us so that you guys can see exactly where it is that we're busy testing at the moment. Okay, I'll get that chart nicely in there for you. And I want to come and have a look at the S&P here as well. So the S&P, for some time now, I've been saying that for the last time I actually spoke about the S&P, I said that we were here. So we would probably make a pump up to the top. Oh, my nose is itchy here. Ooh, with the incense that I've got going on. So we would come up to probably about this 4,580 levels, what I said. And interesting, because that's where the channel meets. That's the top of the channel. Plus, it's the resistance box here that I have on the chart. And as you can see, that this pulls back for quite some time on the S&P chart. So we have a huge level here for us, and we must be very conscious about this level. Now, coming back to the total, you can see here that my green line that I've put in here for us is probably where we'll find some support, even though we've had a bit of sell volume, sell pressure here. It seems as for me that we would kind of do something like this, maybe consolidate a little bit before we try and reattempt the break up of this zone right here to this box up here of 680 to 690 billion. Maybe we'll be rejected once again and then kind of look to pull up and out of that zone. All right. So why has the Bitcoin price fallen today and yesterday pretty much? So let's go and have a look. So first of all, the bullish momentum that propelled Bitcoin to 29,141 to a 76% year-to-date gain has all but vanished on July 24th. So the Bitcoin price briefly fell below 29,000. Now that's not entirely true, guys. And when I mean that, okay, it didn't erase the 76% gains year-to-date. That's bullshit. And that's why sometimes news articles don't speak the truth. They speak so that people come and look at what they're saying. Now, we haven't erased the 76% gains that we've made to date. So we were in the bottom. Look at the high. That was actually 106% gains, to be a little bit more accurate for them. And now we are only down by 8% of that entire 106%, guys. So don't believe everything that you hear. If you guys are enjoying the content, please make sure to like the video. That would be gratefully appreciated. Now, the contraction in Bitcoin price has some analysis cautioning that Bitcoin could still dip to 19,000 in a serious shakeup. Now, that part, I agree, has some sort of validity, but it isn't necessarily what I believe. Okay, so traders expect the Federal Reserve to resume interest rate hikes. So literally 98.9%, so call it 99% of people actually expect the Federal Reserve to raise the rates by 25 basis points, and 1.1% believe that they will raise by 50 basis points. Now, if they raise by 25 basis points, that could be extremely bullish for Bitcoin right now. If they raise the 50 basis points, that could probably obliterate Bitcoin, and that's when we'll see the huge wick down, and then probably a lot of buy orders down below us right now, below the current price, which would then make that buying opportunity very strong. So according to the US Bank analysis, the global economic health, and the source is from the US Bank, is pretty much in this level right here, just kind of between 35 and 40, which means our US health check is hovering above levels consistent with historical recessions as the Federal Reserve continues tightening monetary policy to combat elevated inflation. They still have to bring inflation down to the target of 2%. They still have about 1.8% to go. So if they have to continue to tighten, that's what they're going to do. They've told us they're going to do that. So be conscious, and that could make the price still hover in a consolidated motion. So Bitcoin whales are also sending Bitcoin to exchanges. So Bitcoin price drops comes as centralized exchanges. BTC inflow shows large investors adding funds to centralized exchanges. On 24th July, Bitcoin whale exchange flow hit a one-year high of over 40% total volume. So that's pretty much that. Bitcoin whales and exchanges to net flow volumes. So you can see here that the green is the whales to exchange inflow. The red is the whales from exchange outflow. And the exchange is increased by 11.9K BTC per day. Now, the black line is the whale to exchanges net flow, which is about 5,000 BTC per day. Very interesting, right? So the US-led regulatory pressure against crypto exchanges continues to impact the markets. So despite the SEC losing a lawsuit against Ripple through Federal Reserve Judge summary judgment ruling on July 13, the agency poised to appeal the ruling. And while a bipartisan group of US lawmakers like Richie Torres and Republic Warren Davidson is calling the SEC chairman Gary Gensler to clarify his stance on crypto, Gensler requested more than 2.4 billion to go after non-compliance. What the fuck? You can't even, this dude, this clown, can't even give the judges an indication what his stance is on crypto, but he wants to get $2.4 billion to fight non-compliance. Fuck off, man. Bullshit. Anyways, okay, so let us go quickly have a look at the Ethereum chart, and we're going to have a look at two more charts before three more charts before I finish this off. So Ethereum is pretty much retesting right now. There was a huge sell volume here yesterday. Could we come down a little bit more? Yes, we probably could come back down to probably here about the 1794, 1800 level. That's a simple $50 level drop. Now, the one thing that's concerning me on Ethereum is that we have now made a lower high at this peak and this peak here, which is concerning because we haven't been able to break out of that low, which is this purple box of resistance. So in order to change that and invalidate the downside, this would have to sort of turn here and make a pump up and break through these levels right here, which would be great. Okay, now that's the Ethereum chart. Okay, let's go and have a look at the SPX. Okay, SPX will come back to you in a short little moment because SPX, as I said to you guys, we're hitting this resistance level. The RSI is a bit overbought, so we could have a huge pullback from this resistance level. And my personal view would bring us back down to this 4,282 level, which is the level that we strongly broke out of, which was resistance here, 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 and here. Guys, sorry if I'm like sluggish a little bit. Actually, I worked until 1 o'clock this morning and had an early start, and I'm back at it once again just for you guys. So thanks very much for being here. Please make sure to smash a thumbs up on the video, and of course, if you're enjoying the content, then subscribe to my channel if you're watching this and not yet subscribed. And if you're still here on the video with me, I really do appreciate every single one of you and your beautiful loyal support to the channel. Now, the one Bitcoin chart that I wanted to go and show you is the Coinbase chart that I have been working on for a number of months for us. And as you guys can see, I've drawn constant patterns on here for us, etc. So right now, you can see why we were rejected here and why we kind of consolidated, because we were in the median band of the upward channel that we have been here at here. We've now broken below this level, so we could actually come down and retest here. So what this pump here was a crazy pump, which means that there was an imbalance in the market. Okay, and what happens usually is that when there are imbalances, then we have a complete pump in the opposite direction. So this would, or a dump, okay, in the downside perspective. So this is going to be, looks like it could pull down probably to the 28,000, like I've said to you now 4 times in this video, but we could even come back down to retest this 27,000 level, 26,500, 27,000 level right here, which would be interesting. But the RSI is extremely oversold right now, and it is time for us to make a very strong move back up to the upside according to the RSI. Now, if we did that, guys, that would bring us into an insane bullish momentum. Now, I still believe that we're going to get it to at least the 35 to 38K level, 37.5K, 38K level, before we see any really strong pullback. Like, this is normal. You guys can see when it rallies, it's normal for pullbacks. Okay, it's normal to have pullbacks. So don't be afraid of the pullbacks. Just consolidate your position. And yeah, so this, what I wanted to say is we try to break out here, and then we had an engulfing bearish candle to the downside, which engulfed this entire, didn't break that wick, broke the low. This candle was basically telling us it's time to get out of your positions, and then basically this happened here. So that's very interesting to see that. Now, the Bitcoin chart that I do look at intraday for you guys as a community is a little bit more clear without any lines, etc. Now, what I wanted to go and show you is the EMA indicator on the daily time frame, because the EMA indicator on the daily time frame is actually going to show us exactly what it is that we need to be doing here. So let me refresh that for us. Sometimes the charts don't refresh nicely when I add certain things. So let's go and see here. Didn't add the indicator, so let's go back here. And let's go and add in the indicator. Oof, now this is bad. Okay, so you can see sometimes we do have fake outs to the downside. We sometimes put a little bit of pressure. Guys, even if we pulled back all the way down to this level here at $26,000, we would still have a higher low. Okay, that's if we don't break that low point, this low point right here. Okay, if we do break that low point, then it looks a little bit more serious, and we'll probably come and retest this zone right here, which is back at about 21,000. Now, that being said, I don't think that we're going to do that. That's just my personal view. I may be wrong. Let me know what you guys think down below. I would love to hear what my community thinks. And guys, I've did an awesome collaboration with an incredible crypto YouTuber. It was a female, one of the very few females in the space. Absolutely loved the collaboration with her, and you will see that on the channel a little bit later. So make sure to hit the notification bell so that you do not miss out on that beautiful video. Lots of very, very important information for us to look at and watch in there together. Now, this is the new resistance level to the upside. So the moment we start looking as though we're going to break it, that would be a phenomenal position to get yourself into a long entry into the market. Now, guys, if we had a scenario where there was some sort of wick hardcore down and then an immediate pullback up, that could happen. Okay, why would that happen? Well, probably because there is a ton of buy orders at these zones right here, especially at the support levels that we see here. So that would mean that literally the big boys can sell, but they've got buy entries back here that will essentially make them huge amounts of profits. Guys, thanks for being here with me on the video. Please remember that down below, if you guys want to trade these beautiful sessions with me, then make sure to hit my Bybit and my Bitflex link down below. There are awesome gifts just for you in there, and that is going to give you some absolutely incredible energy moving forward. Let's go and trade this beautiful market together. Thank you for being here with me on the channel. Welcome back to Crypto Bliss once again for the day, and I'll see you on the next video, you beautiful souls. Make sure to watch this one because this one was even better than this one. Thanks for being here. We'll see you later.